Summer beauty means pretty pedicures, and some of the most terrific toes in town are the creation of Carrie Bomar of the Hayden Lake Spa in Hayden Lake, Idaho. Carrie's won nail art competitions for her elaborate work, and she can reproduce almost anything on a toenail. Clients bring her pictures of designs they want, copy it, or she creates her own mini masterpieces using your toes as her canvas. Designs range from whimsical to comical cartoons or even patriotic themes. Carrie's creations are made with a mix of nail polish, acrylic paint you'd buy at any hobby shop, and they normally take about an hour to create. And how elaborate, Carrie, have some of these been?
Pretty elaborate.
What's the most intense?
Probably the cougar or the leopard face.
The leopard face?
Yeah, there was a picture of it, but we didn't do that today.
Well, even you can't see mine up close anymore because I'm too far away, but the face on this, I don't understand how you get this tiny.
It's like a challenge. The harder it is, the better it makes me feel when I'm done.
I love it.
Well, let's look at some of the creations here. Let's first look at Jody, and she's got a watermelon.
Let me see, what's water?
Oh, is that pretty easy to do, or is that difficult to do, Carrie?
Very easy. That's basically a French manicure with green on the tip and red is the polish.
So if somebody at home is trying to do this, would they use paint or would they use nail polish on this one?
I always use, most of the time, a base of fingernail polish, and then I use acrylic, like they said, hobby paint, to do the art on it, and that is red with green French manicure and then little black dots, basically.
Now, Kirsten, let's go over to Kirsten. She's a husky fan, so Kirsten's got some husky toes going on there. Take a look at Kirsten's husky toes.
Look at that. And she's got tiny toenails. I'll bet that's a challenge, getting those little paws on the rest of the toenails, huh?
You know, I have clients who bring their one-year-old daughters into me, so
really?
Kirsten's toes were no problem.
Okay, look at the rainbow
fish. Are there a lot of
fish.
sports things you do?
Yeah, I love to do sports themes.
Yeah, we got a lot of cougars who might be upset.
I'm just wondering, yeah.
Can we see the rainbow fish on Michelle? This is from that book, the child book on the rainbow fish, and it's just beautiful. I like how subtle it is and soft with these colors. It's hard to focus on that, Naz, isn't it?
Where'd you get the inspiration for that?
Actually, your producer's cousin brought in. Yeah, she brought in the book to me one summer and said, "Can you do this?" And I said, "I'd sure like to try."
Michelle's got a little tropical theme going.
Oh no, this is Terry. Terry's got the tropical
Terry.
theme. Oh my gosh, Terry, those are cool. I didn't see your feet before. You like those? I'll bet, yeah.
Now, do you do that with polish or paint? What is that?
Hers are all polished. I mean, hers are all paint.
All paint.
You know what I like? It's not, I mean, I love airbrush stuff on the nails, but I love the feel of these because it actually seems like an original art piece. And look at, oh, Sabrina, what do you have? Oh, you've got the tropical flowers. Is that one of your favorites, Carrie?
It is, and I just had a friend who wore that to Hawaii, and she came back and told me she was stopped everywhere. That everybody, I mean, mostly men actually notice it.
Really?
Oh, do they? Do you think they'll notice my son's, Naz? Look at this. Not my son's toes, my son's on my toes.
My son.
There's Elisa's toes.
You know, can you get close on the big guy's face? Because that is so cool to me.
What is that?
Look at his face.
How elaborate that is. Jen in our audience. Jen, you had your toes done, but how long has it lasted for you? When did you get your toes done?
I had these toes painted July 3rd, so it has been a month. And I think if you put enough layers of clear on top, it protects it, and you can keep them for quite a while.
Now, Carrie, can we watch your work here? We've got Lene.
Yeah.
Lene is going to be our model, and just, you've already started on some of her toes. And what have you done here on the main toe? I'm going to touch your foot, Lene. I'm sorry. You just put a base on, a clear base, is that the idea? Or a colored base?
Okay, you always put a base coat on first because it protects the toenails.
A clear base coat, so people understand.
Right, so they don't get stained. Then you put your base color, whatever design you're going to do.
Okay.
And we've already did that. She has got a OPI.
And let's show, hey, Naz,
color.
come on back with that camera. Because I want them to see where we're going, what we're going to work toward, if you can get it close up on the rest of the toes. See, we're going for the leopard print.
So right here, we're going to try to do that on this toe here. I feel like a weather guy pointing to toes.
That's right.
You should have seen me walking around the building looking for people whose toes we could use to put on TV. And how many people are embarrassed to show their toes?
Everybody says, I've got the ugliest feet.
They do
more
say
people
that.
are willing to do coming on in a bikini than they were doing toes.
Right, I heard that.
Well, yeah, that's going to happen. You can have my toes all day.
So you can go ahead and work on that. What's the weirdest thing anybody's asked you to do on their feet? Just weird.
I don't know if this is weird, but it was just odd, and I've never been asked to do it again, but to paint tuxedos on her toes to match her husband's tuxedo in the wedding. That was probably the oddest.
I'm glad it was PG rated. That's okay.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Oh, that could be fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Go, show us.
Okay.
You just do, because I know you've got to do this.
This is polished, and we're using just craft paint and
craft paint that you could buy at any craft store, probably like Michael's or whatever.
Right. Okay.
And then you're doing a brown spot
I'm doing a brown spot first, and it's a leopard, and so they're not exactly round.
You got to be a good model. I was just thinking about this because all of a sudden, if it tickles, you move your foot, you got a problem, don't you?
Yeah.
So now people at home could do this because it's probably hard to do the sun face upside down. You even go
Yeah.
other places to do your own.
That's why I have it on my toes, because it's pretty much the easiest thing I could think of to do for myself.
Okay, so now what do you do once you've got that? Let's show them.
Okay, now that you got your brown spot on there, you just take a little bit of black paint, and the best way I can think to explain this would be to say sporadically outline it,
See?
because it's not all the way around
So you're outlining,
the brown spots.
but softly,
But
as
softly.
opposed to going like a full black outline.